Welcome back to the tournament, the Battle for the Old World tournament, with me and Devin and all these players that are playing their battles for this
Various
tournament.
players. There's two specific ones on the field here today.
Yep, one of them is... Oh, right, we should probably go over this. The Malik of Skadi and Pixelated Apollo, which you would expect to fight these battles, they are not in the tournament anymore. They've been partially kicked, partially left by themselves. Had been a month and they still hadn't done their battles, and Malik of Skadi said he wouldn't be available again. Blah blah blah, it doesn't really matter. Either way, they are gone now, and replacing them are Prussian Prince, who we've seen in the previous tournament, the Attila tournament, and the GladiatorGamer, who's new, but he is in Lord of the Stars tournament as well, in which I feature too. But yeah, they're going to be replacing Pixelated Apollo and Malik of Skadi. So yeah, there you go.
Those are replacement battle. Substitute players here to get glory in the tournament they never entered.
Maybe Prussian Prince. Well, the thing is, I actually invited Prussian Prince before Warhammer was released, but he wasn't quite sure if he was going to be interested, so he declined. So I always kept that in the back of my head that if I needed a replacement, he'd be up for it. And then later on, GladiatorGamer asked me if he could still join, but we were already full. But he's joining anyway.
So it all worked out in the end.
Indeed. And Prussian Prince, of course, was favourite, one of the favourites at least, to win the previous tournament, but getting knocked out pretty early on by Musi. But now he's got a second chance at glory.
And he's in Rex's tournament, and as far as I know, he's doing extremely well.
Yes.
I believe he's one of the possible winners of that tournament.
I fought him in my group too. I'm not going to spoil who won, but I'm pretty sure most people can guess. Anyway.
Why don't we see who wins this battle?
Yes, this is a different tournament. We shouldn't advertise other people's tournaments on our own tournament.
Terrible tournament, not even worth looking into.
So Prussian Prince playing as the Greenskins, which he's playing in the other tournament as well, against GladiatorGamer as the Dwarves. Let's have a quick look at the army setup. It's a pretty easy one over here. We've got a whole heap of Black Orcs, just Black Orc line.
Just a big line, Black Orcs.
A single giant and 5 Goblin Wolf Riders. Interesting choice of cavalry against the Dwarves. And of course, Azak the Slaughterer on his mount, which has a name.
Yeah, it's not because the Boar Boys have armor-piercing damage as a cavalry unit, which makes them especially appropriate to bring against the Dwarves. These guys, don't know. Who knows what they'll do?
I guess he's just trying to, break up the ranks and stuff. He's probably going to charge in the rear and just
going to be messing about. But anyway.
I was going
to say, GladiatorGamer's army is messy, which means he's lost in my eyes.
He said he was going to go as symmetrical as possible for you.
It is quite symmetrical.
I can see where...
I was thinking messy in terms of
it's all over the place.
Like, when you look at Prussian Prince's army, there's like 3 units in it, and this is like so many different kinds of units. The mental acumen required to strategize with all this is great. But anyway, so we've got miners on 2 echelons on both sides with hammers behind them, a reserve of Thunderous, Quarrelers, the general, and then 2 Longbeards. Then the artillery, which is cannons, 2 gyrocopters, both with brimstone guns, those units we saw in one of the battles previously, which were pretty good actually. Got a Thane in front of them, and then a main line, which is all Longbeards. So, it's one of these formations where it's like, this stuff at the back has got to do something. It's going to have to move right away, because it's not going to be useful there.
Yeah, well, the question is, why are they there exactly? Because he could just put them behind the main line, and because he's going to have to move them up anyway, so why put them back there in the first place? But anyway, maybe he has a really good reason for it.
Well, we'll see what happens, because we can click the button and it actually shows you.
Yeah.
So I think it's this button here. 3, 2, 1, play.
Alright.
Fight for my amusement. Of course, GladiatorGamer having the artillery advantage doesn't have to do anything as we get started.
Indeed.
And the Orcs are just going to run in, as you might expect.
Because the reason I can tell you why Azak has been brought on the flying line. This is what he did against me in the tournament as well, because I was playing as the Dwarfs. Terrible choice, by the way. It was at the time it was the only faction I played, but I would never choose them again in multiplayer now. But anyway, the reason Azak, you'll probably see it right away. He's going to run up there. He's going to most likely Spirit Leech whoever the general is. Who is the general anyway? I haven't seen him yet.
It's the guy right at the back. It's Hairman, because
that's the only
general anyone ever brings.
He's going to Spirit Leech Ungrim several times until he's dead, essentially. Oh, actually, he's doing something else right now. But I was going for the gyrocopters. But that's what I would imagine he's going to do, because it's just so easy. Like, there's no way the guns
just
can take
hover
down.
there.
Yeah, there's no way the
Slowly
guns can take him out fast enough. So he can literally hover if he wanted to.
Yeah, I guess he's got to dodge the gyrocopters because maybe the brimstone gunned him down.
Well,
so that's why he's running right away now.
I can tell you right now that I have tried that theory as well, but the brimstone guns are terrible. He could go into melee with them and destroy them. There's no risk. He probably doesn't know that yet, but if he tries, he's running
the first time he's seen this possible counter.
Yeah, because that's what I knew he was going to bring down the tournament against me, so I figured, well, what if I go to brimstone gunned gyrocopters? They didn't work very well. They got completely demolished in melee.
Well,
so, but it's working for me. At least he's sending him away, and that's good. He's keeping him away from the battle, which means he can't get Spirit Leech on
Yeah, he's not getting magicked. Basically sacrificed that gyrocopter unit to just chase him around the place.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. The
Giant
taking a lot of damage. Yep. He's already taken a lot of damage from the range, though. I feel like I've lately been not as scared of giants as I used to be, because I feel like if you focus your ranged on them, they go down pretty rapidly.
Yeah, he's losing health fast. I guess all those thunders at the back now are going to come in useful.
Yeah, the nice thing is you keep... Oh, yeah, that was a good shot. You can keep firing him as well, even when he's in melee, because your men, like, they fire at the entire unit, so they're not going to be obstructed. So it's always a nice target to fire at anyway. Anyway, main engagements have hit now. Mine is on the flanks being as well. Cavalry in the back charging into the general, and into the Thunderers mostly, actually.
Yeah,
general just happened to be in the way, I guess. Miners being charged in the back as well, looks like, or maybe he's going for... No, he's going for the miners. He's probably going to try and just clean up the sides real quick so he can just have the Black Orcs flank around and attack those hammers in the rear.
I think the miners would have lost anyway quite rapidly to the Black Orcs.
Yeah, but it just helps and
gets get it done faster. Giant's out of there, he's routed.
Azak seems to be in melee, or he's caught or something. I don't know what's going on, but he's...
Maybe trying to melee the gyrocopters.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the attack there, and you'll see he's going to win that very easily. Main engagement, yeah, cavalry is just charging in, going back out, charging back in. One of them being held back, but so is one of the hammers units even, which is interesting. Looks like he's trying to flank around now.
The Black Orcs will win these straight engagements by the looks of it. So that's going to be troublesome. There's not much you can do once they just smashed through that.
The Giants has routed, but...
Yeah, the Giant got owned. It wasn't very effective, I think. But at least it absorbed some attention.
Yeah, absorbed a lot of damage.
That's really contributed so far.
I was like still chasing that one gyrocopter unit, which is already broken. There you go, and it's barely taken any damage. It's just the gyrocopters and brimstone guns are effective at if you have about 10 minutes to spare or something.
Slowly.
So they can actually do some damage, but beyond that, they're not very good.
Looks like he's trying to kill the giant there, but it's too hard to hit. Just missing it.
Oh, with the cannons.
The other gyrocopter unit.
Oh right. Oh.
But Azak's coming back now.
Oh yeah, I see.
He's found that he can just win.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the wolves dead, but one of the units there doing another cycle charge into those long beards.
He's mostly trying to use the wolves to keep the ranged units busy, and even if he doesn't do too much damage, as long as they're not firing at his main line, it means his main line can just keep doing the damage.
At the very least, they're a distraction back here, but it looks like they charge in, do no damage on the charge, and then die in the melee, so they aren't very effective.
I think they're like 350 or 400 or something, so you can bring quite a few of them and just...
Yeah, he had loads, so you can spam it. And he's got so many Black Orcs as well, like, I think he went really heavy on the infantry.
Yeah, like 9 or something.
Because they're expensive, the Black Orcs, the most expensive infantry unit.
Where's Azak? I feel like Azak's in here, so I know he's chasing those other gyrocopters off now.
He's chasing a routing unit. Where's the Dwarven General in this day and age? Oh, he's at the back there, finding some Black Orcs.
Yeah. See, this is the downside of the dwarves. Like, normally you want to send Ungrim into the enemy general, and you can just kill him, because Ungrim wins a lot of the fights. But you can't do that, because Azak's flying. Yeah. Oh, there goes the Giants.
Too bad. Yeah, I think the Orcs are just going to win on stats in most of these fights. So
that's what I'm thinking as well.
Unless GladiatorGamer can pull something mysterious out of the bag. And I think we might see that Spirit Leech tactic you mentioned. I know he came in close to Ungrim, but now he's going on by, actually. He's just going to melee attack people.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's going into range units. Probably a good call. Yeah, he's got... Oh, there he goes. There goes the Spirit Leech.
There it is.
I was going to say, he's got enough mana. Or Winds of Magic, I'm sorry. This isn't any other game that uses mana.
It's wind.
Winds of Magic. The Azak just flying around, charging units left and right.
Dwarves starting to chain right now.
Yeah,
don't know how there's 40 seconds left. Surely they've lost at this point. I guess he has to finish off Ungrim because he's not going to rout.
Yep, that's
so now
actually
have to
a good
just
point.
Wait for him to be slowly killed by these millions of units going up against him.
He's got enough Winds of Magic for another Spirit Leech, so he might use that at some point. Just finish him off, although he probably doesn't have to. But then again, he doesn't have to do anything
doesn't need to be
really.
the keyboard anymore.
Nope.
Oh,
there you
big
go.
chain routes now. Everything else is gone.
Just Ungrim.
But Ungrim, GladiatorGamer is not going to concede the game.
Well. Oh no, Ungrim is getting the buffs and Spirit Leech.
He's getting all the buffs. He's getting the damage. He's got 1 health. Oh, he died.
Oh my god, this battle actually went to 2 seconds. Normally it ends at like 14 seconds for whatever reason.
So he didn't miss anything. There you go. Yep. Ends in a close defeat. Yeah, I think it was just probably the main thing was that the Black Orcs are just better than the Dwarven infantry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure GladiatorGamer could do anything to stop them from just winning those engagements at the front.
That's the problem I ran into as well. I like when full hammerers and longbeards are great weapons, but because my general was killed by Spirit Leech before the battle even started, I still couldn't win that main fight. Just,
Always good. Well, yes, it could have gone worse. I think the gyrocopter tactic did probably delay some of the damage to the Dwarven army there, keeping Azak away, so we couldn't just lose the general.
Yeah.
But alas.
Well, good battle. First victory for Prussian Prince in this tournament.
Prussian Prince takes the first one. Let's head on to the next battle.
Let's do it. Second battle, Bretonnia versus the Empire. And GladiatorGamer playing as the Empire. And Prussian Prince playing as... No, wait, other way around. Prussian Prince playing as the Empire. And GladiatorGamer playing as Bretonnia. And also GladiatorGamer has let me know after the battle that he... likes the rule that Rex has in his tournament. God, so many references to different tournaments. Of anyway, demigryphs counting towards the beast and artillery limit that we have. And that is something that I have considered since people have started doing this, where there's 5 demigryph Knights of Halberds on Prussian Prince's army. So I will not change the rule for this tournament, but it will happen in the future because it is a bit overkill. Demigryph Knights are considered to be one of the strongest units in the game right now for a reason.
They're invincible. That's probably the reason. Yeah. Infinitely armored. Have armored.
It says in their staffing as well.
Stats.
They have armored, armor-piercing, anti-large, and invincible. It doesn't say it, but it's right there.
Say it, but yeah, we've seen them take down generals one-on-one without taking any damage. They can take volleys of blasting charges and lose 10 health. Like they're just very hard to actually kill.
So yeah, 5 is a bit much, but I'm not going to change the rule because I don't like changing rules halfway through a tournament. But I will definitely do that for future tournaments because it is a bit too much. But anyway, so let's go over the armors. There's 5 Demigryph Knights of Halberds, as we already noticed. There is a line of 6 Halberdiers at the front, and then he's got 6 Spearmen, 3 on either flank, a Witch Hunter, and it looks like Carl Franz on a horse. Just a general Ord horse.
It's very clearly brought an army which is anti-cav.
Yeah,
every unit is an anti-cav unit.
Yeah, I assume he saw Empire versus Bretonnia, figured, well, there's probably going to be some cavalry in that Bretonnian army.
Yep, well, he was right. There is some cavalry, but lots of infantry as well.
Yep.
There's including the Vanguard deployment of Pegasus Knights right in front of the Empire, and he is going to be free to do that since Empire didn't bring any ranged.
Indeed.
So they're going to struggle against the flyers for the entire battle, I suspect. We've got another Vanguard diplomat, so Pegasus Knights right out on the flank as well. So this is going to be very awkward indeed for the Empire to have to deal with that, but I'm guessing that once the Pegasus Knights actually start the engagements, suddenly all those halberdiers will just bring them down.
Yeah, once again, everything is anti-cav, so it's anti-Pegasus Knights as well.
You can hover above them freely, but that doesn't necessarily help.
Yeah.
Anyway, lots of Knights of the Realm, 3 on each flank, and then I think the main line is probably... I was going to say it's all pole arms, but it's actually all spears at arms. I know, I'm telling a lie, some of it is men at arms. So some of them are spears that have brought weapons. Some of them are men that have brought weapons. That's what I'm getting from that. Anyway, and we've got a damsel, our favourite spellcaster, sitting at the back, on a horse, in fact. And the flying man, the French man himself, Leon Coeur.
Yeah, that's it.
Saucisson, the man. Hoping to conquer these badlands from the Empire, just like in the real game.
Indeed.
So that's about it. No archers, no spam peasant bowmen this time.
Nope, no artillery, nothing. Just
and no artillery either side.
Cavalry and infantry, melee.
Right, let's watch them kill each other. 3, 2, 1, kill each other. I'm guessing the Empire's
They're not killing each other.
Better. Kill faster. Let's see what the Pegasus Knights do. They're right in front. Let's see if they try and do any sneak attacks as the battle gets started.
I imagine they're just going to hover right.
We're going to sit there, look at it, and go, there are no units I could possibly attack with this unit. Now what do I do? I guess they could attack the demigryphs and try and cycle charge them, like before the melee starts.
I don't know. The thing is, once they get stuck in melee, they can't fly away. So there's always that problem of getting actually stuck in there. There's also it's 24 versus 24, and the Demigryph Knights are a pure counter to them.
So they're basically screwed, and they are just going to sweep over to the side. I guess they can rear attack something once it's already in melee, and that will be super effective.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to use his infantry very well here. But even that, like this is the problem with Demigryph Knights and cavalry in general. Really, is that even if you have an anti-cav unit like the Spearmen at Arms or the Men at Arms or whatever units, the Demigryph Knights just charge through, and the entire unit gets disrupted, and there's nothing left of the actual unit to do any fighting. They're on the floor essentially, and they just run away. So you just get those free charges in essentially without any repercussion. Essentially,
You just can't stop cav.
No, cav is just really
Attila plus.
Oh my god, it is. But yeah, it's really hard to stop cavalry really, and it's not just that's not just the Demigryph Knights. It's any cavalry in the game really just charges through. Even the wolves can do it. The silly wolves.
Pesky wolves. Well, it looks like the forces are lining up for an infantry battle. The French are going to use the hole in the ground to guard their flank, probably assuming that Prince won't go down the hill and come up on his flank. Prince could just do that anyway to take him by surprise. Although I tell a lie now, he's moving away from the hole.
This is interesting. I don't think we've seen any battles yet. Actually, we tell another lie. Wait, are we? There's a witch hunter, right?
There's a witch hunter.
Yeah, so there is some range in this battle. I was going to say there's no
earlier
range
he
whatsoever.
had targeted the Pegasus Knights, but I think he decided to not bother with that tactic.
He's targeted King Luonleanka, apparently, which is not super smart, I suppose, because he just regenerates anyway over time. But I guess that's the only real target besides the Pegasus Knights he can really do anything against.
And Leonka is going in for an aggressive move by the looks of it. He's going to leave his army for a second. He doesn't have an attack order, he's just going to sit above these spearmen. Just chill for a second.
Maybe we're going to see some crazy Legend of Total War tactics here. Apparently he's considered one of the best Bretonnia players right now because he does what he did against Overkill was in the tournament battle where he just demolished him essentially with the flying units from the back, and then just started firing.
Yeah, someone commented that Legend had been doing streams playing just as Bretonnia, so he's been for some reason training specifically to play as Bretonnia. He's the master Bretonnia.
I think it's because it's such a niche faction. Not many people play Bretonnia because they appear really crappy because they've only got so many units.
There's no variety, but I guess you can still get away with that if you just know exactly what to do.
Yeah,
what they do have, and I guess that's Legend's sneaky tactic. Works out well enough.
Ooh, Legend.
So there's already been 3 minutes of the battle and nothing's happened, but something might happen very soon.
Things are
starting to get towards something happening.
Things are coming to a close already, and nothing has happened.
It's basically over. Here we go. Demigryph's going to engage with the Knights of the Realm.
I think it's pretty clear who the real winner is here.
Legend of Total War.
Yes, it's definitely not us.
Didn't Lionheart win or something? I can't even remember.
Yeah, Lionheart won, Overkill won, I think someone else as well. Oh man, there's Demigryph Knights charging into one of the Knights of the Realm, demolishing them.
They just smash into the Knights, and Knights instantly die because they accidentally fall against Demigryphs.
It's like, oh,
I don't care if you've got heavy cavalry, now you don't. Deal with it. The main infantry fight still hasn't started. I think he wants to get that started so he can rear attack with the Pegasus Knights, really. That might be the only useful way he can use those Knights. Who's fleeing? Yep, that's Knights of the Realm getting absolutely annihilated. Leonka coming in to try and save the day, but it's not going to happen. He does have his polearm troops fighting with the Demigryphs.
Oh, the damsel getting charged by a unit of spearmen. Damsel, get out of there! Oh man, the damsel is not so much distressed right now. She's charging and leaping, and it's crazy.
Oh yeah, down there. Yeah, she's on a horse, which makes this extra troublesome for her.
I'm on a horse.
Oh, but
she's
from
that commercial.
Just takes it.
Did she get knocked down? Did she get back up again? Is she ever gonna get kept down?
Be taken down? Yes. Are those lyrics copyrighted?
Probably. Doesn't matter. As long as we don't sing them too accurately, it's okay. This main engagement, I'm keep hovering over to see if they're actually gonna happen.
They're
but no.
threatening to fight each other.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, because the Pegasus Knights are coming in. I'm guessing he's gonna go for the charge.
The sandwich attack. It's got to be a sandwich attack.
Is he gonna win now? I don't actually know Spearmen at Arms and Men at Arms if they're better than Halberdiers and Spearmen. I imagine the Halberdiers are better.
They're worse. Halberdiers are quite a high tier unit for Empire.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're not. I mean, if you look at their stats compared to Spearmen with shields, they're not that much better. In all fairness, they have they have armor piercing and they have a bunch more morale, but they're not really that much better.
One unit of Demigryph Knights has almost been defeated.
What? You tell a
Wavering.
lie.
Yeah,
This is clearly,
the
this is
Men-at-Arms
bug.
Polearm only lost half their unit to destroy a unit of Demigryph Knights, so
I
that's
think
something.
that must be a bug. I think this file's just corrupted or something.
Oh yeah, it's obviously replay's corrupted, but you know. So let's see. Yeah, he is doing the rear attack sandwich tactic, and it does work. Yeah, broke the units that he did it against. The one unit that he did against, I should say.
Demigryph Knights getting caught there by man-at-arms units. They're not actually moving or anything. Oh my god, these units are actually dying. What is this?
Yes, yes. Destroy the
joke.
Demigryphs. Yeah, I guess all of the Bretonnian infantry here is anti-Demigryph in theory, so that's helpful.
Yeah, the infantry. The
Gonna
thing, like, you
fit
think the
the
cavalry technically would be good against things like that as well, except that there's just way better cavalry on the other side.
Yeah.
The Witch Hunter getting thrown into melee against the man-at-arms. Interesting move.
Leonka smashing its way through the lines. Yeah, a lot of the Empire infantry taking a pounding from the Pegasus charges. But the balance bar says that Empire has a gigantic advantage at this stage, and that's probably because they have at least one Demigryph Knight still alive.
They have about 300 more men alive at this moment as well.
Yeah, they're winning the infantry fight, by the looks of things. Poor, terrible Bretonnian trash infantry is going to be turned back.
Trash infantry!
And there are a few surviving Knights of the Realm here and there, but they're all scattered all over the place. Pegasus Knights are routing away. Leonka half dead.
Would you say that the Demigryphs won this battle?
Well, they definitely made sure that there were no Knights of the Realm available for
Yeah, 'cause
Bretonnia.
that's a good
Because
point,
they took
actually.
them all out right away, so like all the rear
Yeah.
attacks you might have expected to come, which might have turned that infantry engagement, just never happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
Leonka
point.
just fell off his thing and
Enemy
died.
Lord's dead. No!
You know what
King
killed him?
Luan Leonka.
Anyway, he's down. It's a decisive defeat. Bretonnia crushed by the forces of the dirty
Wow.
Empire.
Don't see the size of defeats very often. The
And
size of
that's
victories for that
Prussian
matter.
Prince defeating GladiatorGamer in his replacement first round for the tournament.
Indeed. So, Gladiator Gamer, thank you for joining the tournament. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you enjoyed playing against. I feel bad for him that he has to go up against. Like, oh yes, I can join the tournament. Oh, I'm up against Prussian Prince.
Better play
Well,
Prussian Prince. Well, that's what happened to me in Rex's tournament. It was pretty good.
that's a good point.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every second of it.
Well, congratulations to Prussian Prince. He will be up against Alex the Rambler.
Oh.
But Alex the Rambler is the greatest Total War player
Best Total War player
alive.
versus someone who has statistics that show he could be among the best Total War players. So
But that doesn't matter as long as you say you're the best Total War player. That's all that matters,
it's the
really.
claim versus the science. It's time to put arts versus sciences to the test.
Indeed. Well, we'll
That's
find
it,
out
the
about
second
that
round.
at some point in the future.
Probably.
then.
See you then, bastards.
Goodbye.